Today is February the 16th. Can the Bible truly speak to me? Let's find out together as we read Psalms 21 through 25. Here, as we work our way through the Bible in a year, on Wednesdays, we look at the book of Psalms and Proverbs. Please read Psalm 21 through 25. Now, in these Psalms, it stood out to me just how personal these Psalms truly were. In Psalm 21, verse 1, how the king rejoices in your strength, O Lord. This is a Psalm of David, the king of Israel. Psalm 23, the Lord is my shepherd. David was a shepherd before he was king. In these Psalms, it seems like David is talking about his own life, and yet these are some of the Psalms that most clearly we identify with. Psalm 21 is indeed a psalm written for the king. Psalm 22 is a psalm written for the Messiah. And yet as we read through them, we catch pieces of it that just speak to us. Psalm 23, probably the most famous psalm of all. The Lord is my shepherd. I have all that I need. He comforts me. He gives me rest. He feeds me in front of my enemies. He anoints my head. He protects and comforts me. I am blessed. Goodness and unfailing love will be mine because I live in God's house. What a beautiful psalm. It speaks to us. Psalm 24 focuses on God. The earth is the Lord's and everything in it. Verse 2 says, who may climb the mountain of the Lord? Who may stand in his holy place? Those whose hands and hearts are pure. In verse 6, such people seek you and worship in your presence. He finishes up, open up ancient gates, open up ancient doors. Let the King of glory enter. Who is the King of glory? The Lord, mighty and strong. The Lord, invincible in battle. Open up ancient gates. Open up ancient doors. Let the King of glory enter. Who is the King of glory? The Lord of heaven's armies. He is the King of glory. What a beautiful song. What a worshipful song. Then we come to Psalm 25. That's where I wanted to spend most of my time here. Here in Psalm 25, very definitely a psalm of David. David simply looks at God and says, Lord, this is what I need from you. Verse 1, he says, I give my life to you. He goes on and he spells out what that means, what it means for David. Starting in verse 4, show me the right path, O Lord. Here's what I need for you to do. Point out the road for me to follow. Lead me, direct me, show me the way to go. Now, he spends several verses talking about that. Then in verse 11, he says, okay, once you've shown me the way to go, I pretty much promise that I won't be able to do it. For the honor of your name, O Lord, forgive my many, many sins. He goes on several verses talking about his need for God's forgiveness. Then in verse 16, he says, turn to me and have mercy. In verse 20, protect me, rescue my life from my sins and my enemies. Verse 21, may integrity and honesty protect me, for I put my hope in you, O God. Ransom Israel from all its troubles. Now here in Psalm 25, David lays out a basic approach to God. I give my life to you. I need your direction. Forgive me when I don't follow your direction. And protect me. Protect me from myself and my own sins, but protect me from my enemies who may come to shoot me down. Does the Bible speak to us? Boy, it sure does. These Psalms speak to me. Spend time today reading through those Psalms slowly and let them speak to you. Please like, follow, and subscribe on whatever platform you use to listen to this devotional. Email your questions to us at questions@becomehope.com. Tomorrow, we'll answer the question, what do we do when the burden of life overwhelms us?